What's going on, guys? As you can tell, I snapped my lower A-arms, which is a pretty common problem on these Can-Ams. These things are pretty thin, so I took it as an advantage to upgrade and get these SuperATV high clearance A-arms. They're supposed to be 75% thicker. I mean, they're noticeably heavier. They're supposed to give you some sort of better clearance. So I didn't see an exact video on how to install them. I took my instructions from multiple videos from multiple different models and applied it to this, and also worked with a friend who's an experienced mechanic, and thankfully we got it done. It took way longer than expected though, 6 to 8 hours. So I'm hoping this video can kind of help you out. And if you got the right tools, I don't see why it should take 3 to 4 hours maybe. We also did the SuperATV spacers right there. So that's probably why it took an additional couple hours. But I'm hoping that this video is just a clear-cut, straight to the point video to actually help you out and get this shit done properly. So first off, you're gonna have to remove this whole front plate. This entire piece right here comes off as one. Now what's holding it are these right there. There's a couple of hidden ones. So there's that one. I believe they're T10s or T8s right there. There's 3 hidden ones underneath here. One right there. Another one right underneath there. And then there's one right behind here on the headlight. If you can see it right there. You have to get that one. Then you unclip your headlights. Let's get that one. It's right there. Another 2 are up here. Right there. There. There's one behind the gas, or near the gas. Right there. Again, there's 2 hidden ones right there. And then up there. And then the one behind the headlight, or near the headlight. So again, once you do that, this entire piece is gonna just pop off completely. It's gonna take some pulling because everything snaps in. You look underneath, everything snaps in. Then you're gonna wanna remove this radiator. Don't remove it completely, but just raise it. Remove this bolt, and there's another 2 below. I zip tied it to here to get it out the way to make it easier to access the A-arm bolts. From there, you're going to want to remove this front gusset or bumper, whatever the hell you call it. Those are 18s as well. That is connected actually to the A-arms. So once you remove that, you're going to remove the front half of both the A-arm, the upper A-arm and lower. Now there's plates on there, so make sure you remember the plates. See if I can get a picture of it or shot of it. It's somewhere inside there. Yeah. So there's that. So that's gonna be, so from there, after that point, literally this entire part should be gone. So you'll have all this play right here. Now, you have removed the wheel and the axle nut, which is a 30. From there, you can remove the shock. It doesn't really matter which order. Remove the shock, which is a 18. Get that out of the way. Remove your calipers, which is 15s. Zip tie those. You want to zip tie those up there just to get those out the way as well, so you have more space. Remove this ball joint, which is a 15. This ball joint nut 15. Can't remember which size this tie rod is, but remove the cotter pin. Get this tie rod off there. So by then you should have this off, this part off, because you can separate it if you have a ball joint separator. If not, you can just knock it off, knock it down. And this should be off, tie rod should be off, This should be off. The only thing that should be connected now is your upper. So you're going to use a ratchet and a wrench to hold the back bolt and to loosen it on this side, because you've already taken this one off to remove the front bumper gusset. So you're going to do it with this one. So you're going to have to kind of do some finagling and get a spot back here. And then that should loosen up the upper arm. So once you free up the upper arm should come all one piece come off together with this knuckle. So the knuckle and the upper arm are going to be connected still. Now you have to remove the cotter pin, remove the bolt, of course. We used a press to get it off. Or actually we used the separator to get it off the knuckle, and then we used a press to get the ball joints, because we used the ball joints from the old ones and put them back in the new ones. So we didn't have the right size press to actually put them into the new ones. So we used a large socket. I believe it was a 38. And it fit perfectly on these metal parts right here. It hugged around this and landed on the metal piece. And we hammered it in on a wood plank. Just got to make sure you do it evenly. Now, after you put all that, you're going to want to do these brake lines. Now on the old brake lines, they were riveted in, so you're going to have to drill those out to free them. So you're going to have to drill these out on the old one, and on these new SuperATV ones, it's just screwed in, so you can just screw them in after. So there's no riveting needed. So when you're putting everything back together, you're just doing everything in reverse now. So when you're putting the A-arms on, you're going to want to do them at the same time. So the front and the back bolts have to go on simultaneously. If you have two people, it kind of helps to align the bolts properly. Same thing with the bottom. Make sure you put these plates in the right spot. As you can see, they have those plates right there. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a better view. And then I'll put all the torque specs in the description for the shock mounts, the lug nuts, the axle nuts, and all these bolts. But like I said, everything's in reverse. You put this on. Make sure you put on your tie rod on first, and then put on the axle, because that's where we kind of messed up, and we had to take it off and redo it. And then from there, everything just kind of goes back into place. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Once you take it apart, you kind of figure out how to put it back together. So hopefully this helps you out. Like I said, I didn't see a clear-cut video on how to do this. This isn't a sponsor or anything. I just wanted to make somebody's life a little easier than what it took for me and my friend, because damn, we wasted a shitload of time. So good luck, everybody. If this video helped you out, please like it. And if you want me to do a video on how we did these, because these kind of took longer than expected. After the first one, it was quick, but the first one took it was a learning curve. So like I said, this is how you install the SuperATV high clearance A-arms. And so far, they're well worth it.